Number 229 in the indicator range is The Big Fix, starring Richard Dreyfuss as Moses Wine. This 1978 detective movie was right up my alley. A wonderful movie. It's the type of thing that I love. As I get older, I kind of really nail down what I love about movies, the kind of genres that I like, the subgenres that I love. I love mystery movies. I love detective movies. This has a little bit of both. It also has a kind of conspiracy feel about it as well.
Colonel Mustard in the dining room with a rope.
And it's all about the character, which I love. We focus a lot on Moses, a character whom is almost out of his timescale. He was a revolutionist when he was in the 60s, now it's into the 70s. That time has passed him by. A lot of his compadres and people who were similar, his peers, have moved on to more corporate ventures. They have taken the easy path, and he as someone that didn't do that. He could have had a chance to be a lawyer and he turned that down. Instead, he became a detective, something that he enjoys, but it isn't as fulfilling a career as what other people think he should be doing, like his ex-wife.
What do you expect me to do, huh? You drop the kids off at 5 minutes notice every time a new fad appears in Newsweek.
Yeah, well, just who the hell do you think takes care of them 90% of the time?
That's because you don't give me custody.
His wife, who's into all this new age mysticism and self-help, who consistently dumps the kids at his doorstep regardless of what case he's on or what danger he could possibly be in. And it's great to see such a wonderful family man at the heart of this one. He adores his two kids. He communicates with them not as if they're kids, but as if they're adults, but in a really fun manner. He takes him along and gets him to help on his investigation several times. It's a great addition, and to see him just in the quiet moments before the story takes over everything, even seeing him just talk to his son at night on the phone, singing him a lullaby, it's just a fun little character quirk that I like. You can tell he's such a great family man.
Daddy, I can't sleep.
You in bed? I went to the animal fair.
I like the fact that he sits and plays Cluedo to hone his detective skills, and everything makes a change when a person from his past turns up on his doorstep. An ex-lover of his whom is now working for a political candidate. They have received a threat of sorts, and they've hired Moses to dig into it, and you kind of follow him as he just tries detective work. You know, chapping doors, asking questions, sometimes getting information that's pertinent, sometimes not. But maybe that information will become pertinent later on. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of seeing him bounce around with Suzanne Anspach, who is Lila, his ex-partner from college, just rejuvenates this character, brings him back to life almost, gets him giddy and excited, and it's fun to see that relationship kind of bloom at the start of the movie as well.
Let me do the talking, okay?
Okay. You're the dick.
I'm the dick.
As we get into the latter half, the pieces start to come together, but it's almost not the driving force of the movie. There's a couple of mysteries at the heart here, and although it comes to a big kind of climax, that's not the climax I was really that interested in. I was more interested in the character. I wish we had got a slew of movies following Moses Wine, because I love the character. He's fully fleshed out, and you feel like this is only one of a number of adventures he's going to have. And I really liked Dreyfuss's performance. I thought he was wonderful as the family man, as the easygoing kind of guy who isn't big, isn't tough, can handle himself when he wants to, but most of the time just kind of quick-witted and funny.
What happened to your arm anyway?
There were these 4 border patrol guys hassling a buddy of mine.
What happened to your arm?
I broke it during karate exercises. That's part of my training.
There's a constant gag throughout it about how he broke his wrist, and that's played really well into the script as we hear various stories. Every time someone asks him, it's a different story, but it's something that's designed to get a little bit of sympathy from the person that he's talking to, which I really loved as well. The Big Fix is one of those movies that I watched in the morning, and when night time came, I just wanted to throw it back on again and sit back and enjoy this one, and I loved it for a second time round. I'm so glad I picked this up because it wasn't one that was on my radar, and this is what I love about being a collector, discovering something that just hits everything that I wanted it to, ticks every box that I needed it to. I really enjoyed The Big Fix a lot, and one that I would highly recommend if you like detective movies, mysteries, conspiracy theories, if you're getting into that as well. It's got a little bit of that in it, and yeah, that's it. I would highly recommend The Big Fix. There's more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. If you click that like button, I'd greatly appreciate that because it really does help the channel. And if you really want to go the extra mile, you can join me on Patreon or membership. There's links in the description box below this video, which would be utterly amazing. And if you can't do that, like, subscribe, share, all that is fantastic as well. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.